Talk to you about pickup truck loans, and I want to give you a few hacks to really make sure the next time you apply for a pickup truck loan, you actually get approved right away. Okay, so this will be a very short, a very fast video, but it will be really filled up with a lot of tactics, a lot of tips. Okay, so let me first give you the overview here. If you think about the pickup truck industry, you are speaking about an industry that's about $78 billion and is growing every single day. I mean, the funny thing, vehicle operation. So that's really important. I just wanted to really set the foundation of today's conversation, just to let you know there's a lot of opportunities in this industry, and you actually have an incredible 80% of all cargo in America transported by pickup trucks. That's really huge. But what is a pickup truck loan? So when you apply for a pickup truck loan, what does the lender actually pay attention to? Well, the thing is that when it comes to pickup truck loans, we have all kinds of funding programs. It's not just a business term loan for your pickup truck, but no, your pickup truck business. It can be invoice factoring. It can be working capital. It can be money that you really need to buy or lease the vehicle itself. So I just want you to really understand that you have several types of financing. So that's the first hack I want to share with you. If you are looking for a pickup truck loan, make sure you are clear about what kind of loan you're looking for. Okay, because that's going to determine whether or not you will be approved. You will be approved fast or not. Okay. So one thing you need to understand here is that if you are a small business owner who works with pickup trucks, cars, and haulers on a regular basis, then pickup truck financing in the form of a pickup truck loan or even a semi pickup truck loan might be just what you need. Okay, so you can either be a delivery person or a business owner who actually works with those types of vehicle on a constant basis. So in terms of types of financing, you have invoice factoring. So basically, you are converting unpaid invoices into cash by selling them to a factoring company, or you can actually get money for working capital for your pickup truck business. Okay, so working capital loans enable you to have immediate access to cash. In return, you agree to give a percentage of your future monthly revenue to the lender. So if you are thinking about having a pickup truck loan this year, besides invoice factoring and working capital, you can also have a traditional term loan from a bank. That's actually what a lot of companies, a lot of shippers think about when they actually think about a pickup truck loan. They think about just getting money like on an unsecured basis, a term loan from a financial institution, from your bank, from your credit union, from an online lender such as Blue Vine, or even an alternative lender such as Balboa Capital. Okay, the thing is that term loans are pretty good. They are actually a very popular type of financial product that gives the borrower, that is you, access to a lump sum on which you must pay interest on the entire amount after receiving the funds. Now, the time that you start paying interest, you start being liable for interest, depends on the lender. Sometimes lenders start charging interest right away as soon as your application is approved. They start accruing interest immediately. Some lenders wait for you to receive the funds in your bank account before they start accruing interest. Okay, so that's kind of important to really pay attention to. So besides traditional term loans from a bank or credit union, you also have alternative options. This is actually what I told you a little earlier. That basically you got to go to companies that actually specialize in advancing pickup truck loans. Okay, including Balboa Capital. You have other players. Okay, now what I want to say is that if you are looking for a pickup truck loan this year, those are the four main categories for you to really decide on. Invoice factoring, aka accounts receivable financing, they mean the same thing, give or take. Okay, invoice factoring, that's the first option. Working capital, that's the second option. Third option, traditional term loans from a bank. Fourth option, alternative options. So be clear about what you need. Be clear about what you want. By the way, when I say a traditional term loans from a bank or a credit union, it can also be a traditional business line of credit. So it can be a business loan or a business line of credit. So, but it has to come from a bank or credit union. Another hack that I want to share with you when it comes to pickup truck loans is that basically you have some trends in the industry that are really pushing for more funding. Okay, I mean pickup trucking is really a thriving industry. I said this to you before that even during COVID, when everybody was just sitting home and really wondering what will be next, pickup trucks were having a good time. Like they were really having great times. Okay, and that makes sense because pickup trucking is the foundation, is the cornerstone of our economy. As long as there are goods to be delivered, there will be a need for the pickup trucking business. Okay, although there is lots of money to be made in the pickup trucking business, it is an expensive business to run. Okay, if you are a delivery driver, if you own a fleet of pickup trucks, or if you are just a shipper who needs to work with pickup trucks every now and then, you are really having a lot of you're gonna need a lot of cash, a lot of resources, monetary resources, logistical resources, technological resources, and so on and so forth. And the reason why you really are spending a lot of money is that good employees are very difficult to find and keep. Good drivers, good dispatchers, good like whatever you need. Good freight brokers. Sometimes you might have brokers actually working in house for you. Okay, so if you have your own authority, no problem. If you don't have your own authority, you need to actually pay a quote unquote a fee to a third party too. So pickup truck driving is a demanding, time-consuming job, and the drivers are often expected to stay away from home for long periods of time. I mean, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks. Okay. So, as an employer, you must offer your employees competitive benefits and compensation in order to actually earn their loyalty. So, payroll is not just the only factor here. Okay. Besides payroll, besides payroll, you also have the vehicle itself, like maintenance. You have to maintain the pickup truck that you have. If you have one, that's fine. But if you have a fleet of pickup trucks, that's a lot of cash to really think about, unless you have insurance. Okay. So if you are running a small pickup truck in business, then just making payroll can become a huge issue in addition to the insurance side. Okay. But this is just one example of why a small business owner may actually need pickup truck loans. I want to dig a little deeper here. So when I speak about pickup truck loan hacks, I want to give you a few examples of issues that can be resolved by using pickup truck loan financing. And the reason why you want to really think about that, the reason why it's a really a hack is because the more you know about the expenses that you can anticipate, now you can really have a clear vision about how to plan your business, your pickup truck business. Okay. So I was talking before about the fact that maintenance is a biggie. Maintenance is really huge. If you have a pickup truck business, I don't care how big the business is. I don't care whether you have one vehicle or tens of vehicles in your fleet. Maintenance is going to be a big part of your expenses. You also have spare parts, so purchasing spare parts can also be important. Salaries, of course, I've already said that. Okay. You also have day-to-day expenses. I mean, I'm speaking about just the cost to operationally run this pickup truck business. Okay, can actually add up too. Okay, because you can pay everyday operating expenses using funds from pickup truck loans. This can include fueling vehicles or paying for tolls during long journeys, especially if your drivers are doing OTR, then you know that you are going to spend a lot of cash. Okay, let me give you a quick report, a quick research report here. According to a Business Insider, can you imagine that over $143 billion are spent annually on fuel alone? That's crazy, but it's a lot of cash, but it is what it is. You also have to account for taxes and license fees. Can you imagine that? Those can actually add up too. I mean, the thing is, if you have a pickup truck business, you can't run it, okay, without getting the required licenses and paying taxes. I mean, especially if you want to do things the legit way. If you want to abide by laws and regulations, you have to pay a lot of stuff. Let me give you an example. If you need to operate heavy commercial vehicles in this country, all your company's drivers will need CDLs, right? Commercial driver's license. And this require an extensive background check. You got to pay for those as well. You have written exams and driving tests. You got to pay for those as well. And you also have to pay fees. Now, by the way, those expenses you can write them off on your tax returns, but you first need to spend money to actually to incur them before writing them off. Okay, and if you want to have a complete list of all the fees that you have to abide by, just check your local DOL, or DMV. I mean, not DOL, DMV. Okay, or go to the FMCSA website, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. The thing is that when you think about pickup truck loans, you have to really think about the pros and cons. And this is another hack. If you got to really ask yourself, should I get a loan? Do I need a loan? Can I get some kind of alternative financing? Okay, is a pickup truck loan the right financing program for me? And how do you actually find out? Well, it really depends on how you analyze the loan. Okay, but so what I want to do here is that I want to really talk to you about the pros and cons of financing with pickup truck loans. The I want to first talk about the pros. Okay, the pluses: you have financial flexibility, you have ownership, you also have the growth of the business. I mean, this is pretty logical, right? I mean, if you have extra funds, you can focus on driving business growth instead of feeling bogged down by daily emergencies. So this improved financial runway can enable your pickup truck business to plan for future expansion. Maybe actually do maybe expand the offer that you have. Maybe do more OTR. Maybe do reefer. Maybe do a perishable. Maybe do hazmat. You name it. Okay. When I say ownership, well, pickup truck loans make you financially responsible. Like if you were to lease a pickup truck, it's totally different from actually buying one. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Okay, because the thing is, when you own the vehicle, when you actually buy it, you keep the vehicle at the end of I mean, whatever at the end, right? Something you don't have to do. I mean, something you can do, you cannot do if you're leasing the pickup trucks. If you're leasing the pickup trucks, you're not the owner, and basically the truck doesn't belong to you. Okay, and what about financial flexibility? Well, basically you can use money from a pickup truck loan to handle business related expenses like purchasing equipment, maintaining vehicles, or even paying. I think paying employees and or filing taxes. I've said this before. The flexibility actually is great because you are actually running your pickup truck business a lot more. I mean, a lot better, a lot smoother, if you will. So one hack that you need to understand with pickup truck loans is that there are actually negatives. There are downsides to that kind of financing. Okay, first you got to have collateral. Got to think about collateral. You got to think about high interest rates, and you got to think about your credit history. So this is important. Now, collateral is that basically, you know, if you are asking for a pickup truck loan, the lender is going to ask for collateral, and this collateral might be the pickup truck itself, the vehicle itself. In other words, the loan is collateralized right off the bat. Okay, and this is kind of cool. This is good and bad because good in the sense that you don't have to really provide a lot of paperwork. Bad in the sense that the loan can be seen as risky from the lender's perspective. So I want you to be aware of that when you actually go for a pickup truck loan, that you are seen your loan application is seen as risky. Okay, so you want to talk to your lender about which types of collateral they will accept besides the vehicle itself, because some lenders will say, listen, we'll finance the vehicle for you, but we want extra collateral. Okay, you also have high interest rates. High interest rates are something that a lot of pickup truck businesses have to grapple with. Okay, there's nothing you can do about it, and I don't care how much FICO score you have. I mean, unless you have excellent credit, like something above 750, you are going to get double digits interest rates. Okay, so just be aware of that and just factor that into your calculation before actually reaching out to the lender. And so one thing I want to say also is that your credit history. When I say a credit history, this is not just your pickup truck business credit history. Okay, this is also your personal credit history. So the lender is going to check your personal credit score, but also your business credit score, your PAYDES score, for instance. So if your pickup truck business does have a PAYDES score or an Equifax business credit score or an Experian business credit score, you are able to actually show that and possibly and potentially get a lower APR. But that's another story for another day. The thing is that you first need to understand that for you to get a pickup truck loan fast, you have to just be aware of the fact that the loan itself is going to be collateralized. So let me give you a few extras here. When you think about pickup truck loan hacks, how do you actually qualify? As a matter of fact, who qualifies for this type of loans? Well, lenders are going to look at a couple of things, okay? They're going to look at the age of your pickup truck business. I mean, the longer you have been in business, the better, right? The higher the chances that you get approved real fast. So the age of your pickup truck business, solid revenue. So when I say solid revenue, it's not just about the amount of revenue your pickup truck is generating. It's also the frequency you are having that revenue. If every month you have been having revenue for the last 3 years or 4 years, that's really good. But if every month you've had ups and downs, gyrations in your revenue, gyrations in your income statement, this can be seen as risky from a lender's perspective. Okay, so solid revenue, and also your personal credit score. Personal credit score can be really important also. Okay, one thing I want to say here is at the end of the day, for you to really qualify real fast for a pickup truck loan, make sure you know the type of financing you need. Okay, and then go for you want to go for a lender that's going to allow you to have to pre-qualify. In other words, go through a lender that's going to do a soft pull first and give you potentially several offers, and then you can choose one of those offers after the pre-qualification phase. Okay, it's just better to go to an online lender because they are faster. They will give you more money for your pickup truck business, but their APR is going to be high. So they are more expensive than regular banks and credit unions. But those alternative lenders, they really need your business as much as you need theirs. Okay, so they are really they will be keen on approving you faster than if you were to go to a bank or credit union or SNL or whatever, CDFI, whatever you have. Okay. As a recap into this conversation, I spoke to you about pickup truck loan hacks. I gave you the overview, the trains, the pros and cons, and the extras. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.